keeping it real, it's a very frustrating start.
I'm out of diesel, but I cometh prepared. Check this out, it's lunchtime. Waffles sound good, doesn't it? Look at that. Well, it was not really a great day today. So they trenched over 5,200 feet of high-speed fiber internet, and the signal here is dead on arrival. This is where I left off at on a dumpster. It's
that down.
okay.
But that's the splice can that we're running from. We'll have to pretty much take that down and run our fiber up the pole.
Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back. Welcome to any of our new viewers for our next adventure. So let me bring you up to speed here. So this is a Sunday evening. The internet guys were trenching. They trenched all day Thursday, all day Friday. They came in the previous Wednesday evening to start prepping it, and they couldn't get done. So he's like, he had to bump off another project for Monday and say, I'm going to go back at it Monday morning. So that's where we are. So I'm heading over there. Well, I'm just arriving here Sunday evening. So this is where we'll start the vlog. I plan on maybe doing some spraying of food plots, some bush hogging, hopefully video the installation of this internet if they can finish it, and maybe renting the drill from the USDA office and start drilling some beans. So here's where they left off here on Friday night. They did put in quite a long day, but there's just too many obstacles they ran into, rock obstacles. So that's where we're going to start off this adventure. Thanks. So on today's trip, I brought the Polaris. I got it filled with stuff on the inside and some stuff in the bed of the truck. This was another hasty trip, but tomorrow morning, hopefully we get the internet by tomorrow. That'll be a huge, huge thing for us to get moved permanently. Has to be done before we can move, or before we can even schedule the movers, because Sharon's job is relying on getting that high-speed internet in place before we can schedule the movers. I just rolled into town. It's evening on my like 5th or 6th trip. I'm not sure. It's hot. It's like 5 or 6 p.m., but I'm going to start spraying, get something done. Tomorrow we're continuing on with the trenching. Hopefully it'll be finished tomorrow, but we'll see. One step at a time. Been a while since I did food plotting.
Well, just keeping it real, it's a very frustrating start. You stop.
Lost one of the washers. Of course, I'm in shambles. You know, the whole barn. I mean, we're trying to move in. Can't find the right size. All 3 of these have pressure, so I can't steal one. So I guess I ain't spraying for a while. I tried digging in the mess in the barn. All right, I'm back up and running. I stole a washer. I'll show you from where I got it on one of the boxes that I saved from the previous owners. It was not meant for that, but it just happened to be the right size. It was a little too thick, but I you know, squished it down, and bing, bang, boom, we're finally up and running after a few speed bumps so far. This is probably the largest one I got. I'm going to try corn and beans in here, maybe, or just beans. It's kind of a pinch point. It was really hasty, but it's probably at least about an acre, maybe a little bigger. So I'm going to soak this one down, and tomorrow I'll work on spraying and maybe start working some of these up. finished. I think it's number 6 or 7 or 8. I don't know. I'm not counting. I got a couple more to go. I'm going to call it for tonight. Just a very successful day. Can't wait to keep going. You know, every day, every couple hours is magic when you're doing this stuff. So I'm going to go back, relax a little, get some sleep tonight, and start in the morning again spraying, and then chisel disking, and then videotaping the internet trenching project as well. Okay, so one of my new neighbor contacts, well, by neighbor, a couple miles up the road in the local area, him and his wife are mowing the lawn for us, you know, until we can get all settled in. So it's nice. You got to keep it knocked back, because you don't want mice and snakes getting in your house, and the more clean you keep it around the house, the better the odds are. So good progress. So this is where I left off at on a dumpster. It's 3/4 full. Keep picking away at it. We're coming back July 4th weekend. We'll top it off and hopefully be done cleaning out the stuff we're not saving. Getting trimmed up and cleaned up. Good progress. Okay, so there's a hawk. Must have just got a baby bird. I saw it swoop down. There he is right there, and the birds are swooping at him. He must have got a baby. Yep, sure did. I guess he must not have liked it. Alright, I'm in Rala. I'm going to see about renting a big Genesis drill, see if that's available. Stop at the tax office. I got the tax letter, questionnaires. Not really looking forward to that. See how bad the taxes are going to go up, but they shouldn't automatically like some states do, but we'll find out. So it'd be cool if I get this drill, but it's just really a last minute ditch idea. It may not even be available. Check this out, the Family Center, locally owned hometown store. That's what I'm talking about. Feed, fertilizer, machines, implements, yes. Oh yeah, now we're talking. They got tractor implements up there, a couple side-by-sides. I can smell the freedom. Morning. Okay, so my first mission was to get this drill rented from the USDA office. It's $120. Basically, it's $12 per acre, but you need a 10-acre minimum. And then I'm gonna go run and get my beans, or at least so I thought. We'll see how that next step's gonna go. But I took a quick video of their instructions just to remind myself, you know, when I actually go to use it.
And once that carriage will drop, once you pull that pin out, this is your drivetrain wheel. That's what's gonna turn everything.
Okay. First thing I gotta do, get this hitch ready to go to haul that Great Plains cedar. That's why I carry extra tools in the truck, so I can do stuff like this. All right, so Missouri Southern Seed is out of soybeans. So now I'm calling around. I might have to go and get my money back for the drill. I'm calling MFA, and then there's another seed dealer in Osage Beach, or Lynn, I guess, same area, I'm not sure. But anyways, it's stalled for the moment. I'm on hold with Missouri Farm Association. We'll see. All right, so I went to the tax assessor's office and I asked him 1,000 questions, and I feel a lot better after that. What some states do, like, not gonna say the name, is when you have these real estate bubbles, if you will, instead of lowering the mill rate like they're supposed to do. So if you have a house that was assessed at, let's say, $100,000 10 years ago, and now it's $800,000, they would basically automatically tax you on the sale price of that home. But keep in mind, when it goes down, they don't ever lower it. So your taxes would go up, you know, tenfold if you bought a home that hasn't sold for a while, which is ridiculous. What they're supposed to do is they're supposed to adjust the assessments and the mill rate just so they have their county budget to pay all their bills. You know, not many people are going to complain too much about it. You know, inflation, like 3%, 5% on your taxes. That's fairly normal every couple years. But man, I'll have to tell you a story about the other side of the river once we're out of there. But man, so anyways, he said I wouldn't expect the tax increase. The taxes are $3,100 on the house parcel. He said, he goes, we're doing a county-wide assessment on 2025 where, you know, you'll probably see it go up a little, maybe, you know, 5%, 3%. And I'm like, you know, I could deal with that in an inflation environment, but I feel a lot better that it ain't gonna go from 3,000 up to like 15,000, you know, something ridiculous like that. But some states are doing that. Go figure. So anyways, the internet guys should be trenching. Hopefully they made some progress. Let's check back in. I'm almost to the end of the dead end here. All right, they made it all the way down here. It's not even noon yet here on day number 3.
That down.
Okay.
But that's the splice can that we're running from. We'll have to pretty much take that down and run our fiber up the pole and back down with that can, splice into the main line from the drop. You know, splice this drop wire that we put in the ground to the main. There's some main fibers in there, and there's a specific one that they'll tell us. We'll say strand 1 through, just to the 48 count or 96 count. There'll be 48, 96 fibers that we could pick from.
Okay.
But there's a certain number it should tell me in there, and we'll basically find that one and
sweet
splice there. But we got to get a ladder. We're going to run up the hill here pretty quick. But
okay, you got a ladder, or you need one?
oh, I've got one. It's on my trailer.
Okay.
And actually, we got to run a different water. What do you think?
So this is where I got the extra washer for. So he had a bunch of hose ones which were too big, but he had these little parts here, and this little thing is rubber. So I pulled that one off and I got it to work for yesterday. And then today, right on the floor over there, I find the original one. I put it on here. Or no, I put this one back on, and I put the original one back in there because this one still was a little squish. But it got me a lot of spraying done yesterday, so that's why I don't throw everything away. If I think it's useful, we'll keep it. I'm out of diesel, but I cometh prepared with my 20-gallon stainless tank. So I just finished spraying. I think I got 8 or 9, maybe 10 microplots. I'm gonna rent a drill for this weekend, and I'm gonna try to drill at least 8 acres of soybeans, maybe 10. We'll see how it goes, but they don't come in till Thursday. So that pump is only 1 gallon per minute. If I'd have known that when I had the guy build it, I'd have had him put at least a double on there. So if it's a 20-gallon tank, it literally will take 20 minutes to fill up. You know, now it's a good solution in the field, but that's just FYI. You know, someday if I ever get bored, I could put a bigger one on, but I don't think that'll be anytime soon. And man, is it hot out. It's good to have the AC. It's in the 90s and high humidity, record high. This is August weather. But I'm gonna do some more bush hogging. I'm gonna start prepping the bigger bean fields, just bush hog, at least perimeters. I may drill through the hay in areas, kind of as an experiment. We'll see.
One of the power guys, they got downtime for a minute figuring the signal out, so he's helping me get all the branches out of here. Got a couple more yet and one more big one that we'll need a chain for, but getting it cleaned up a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Another big day today. Got a pretty hefty one again, and I'm trying to clear this little decorative fence here. Which I may not be able to do. I think it's stayed there. Of course now it's turning on me. Last of the big ones right here. Saw a hawk right here this morning get a little bird. I was right outside the window. Now I'm on the pond dam on the back side. All this on the left I'm going to get with the excavator, but this is a gentle slope back here, so I should be able to bush hog this. Make it look a lot nicer. Until I get the excavator in here for all of that stuff. cropping up in rows, but we might get some beans. And they'll probably get devoured. Everyone has told me that by the deer, but it's just as much soil prep for the fall as anything. So even if they eat, 8 or 10 acres of beans, then I know I got to make some really big and quality green plots. And I don't know if I'm going to have to drill in the fall or not. Time will tell, but I know there's going to be a lot of rocks if I try to disc some of these, which I will here soon, but we'll see.
Alright, I must have just missed them, but I didn't see the hookup inside yet. But maybe they're going to go and hook up at the pole first and then come back and finish everything on the inside. I'm bush hogging probably at least a 3-acre field right here in front of the house. I'm going to keep the new beans fairly close, for potential poachers and trespassers, closer to the house. She was running a little warm, so I had to spray off the screens. Finally finishing this first future bean field. It has to be probably 3 or 4 acres. Made it a little bigger than I thought. I thought this field was like 5 acres total, but then I remembered I think it's like 7 acres total. So at least the first one is about down. I'll hopefully get a drone video here when I'm done for today. So I'll have to pick my next spot now. Alright, getting closer. Now I presume he backtracked it and compacted it all. He said he'll take the machine and squish down the new trench or the new knife slit. And over time, I'll take the tractor and run it over there and pack it down a little better yet. But it's in, man. They got 5,220 feet down. They're out at the road right now hooking up. So by the end of today, we might actually have fiber high-speed internet way out here. That's going to be beautiful. Check this out. It's lunchtime. Time for a snack. Waffles sound good, doesn't it? Look at this. We brought one and changed it out with that one. That's pretty slick. Yes, waffles for lunch is a normal thing, at least in the Midwest. Okay. Oh, is this waffle? Is this thing toast or what? Huh? I might have to use theirs. Nothing's working on this one. Either that or that outlet's dead. I bet you it's the switch right here. Let's find out. I just hit that. Ha! Yep. Look at that. That's the waffle switch. Man, this place is just kind of insane. Wow. I mean, kind of in a nice way, but wow, we'd never have a lot of this stuff. So on Sharon's vlog, she was looking at the fruit trees and she said, I don't know if that one's going to make it. And I'm guessing it's not going to make it because right behind it is where I'm planting soybeans. And that's like the only window where we'll be able to watch deer and the soybeans and beyond that. So it might need to find a new home somewhere else. Just saying. So there you can see the house up ahead. I'm going to just do a long, narrow patch of beans here where I could see it from the house so we could watch deer. I don't know how many rows wide I'm going to go. But this is, I mean, when you live out here like that and you're careful, you can have good chances at big deer even right next to the house, as long as, you ain't got dogs running around, you ain't driving around with gas machines all during the rut and that kind of stuff. So I will bring deer right to our backyard. And that happens to be my room, my office, right on this side. That looks much nicer on the pond. And then over there where we're gonna have future soybeans, see some deer browsing, and I'll still clean up this edge a little more here below these oak trees. but shaping up a little bit at a time. A little bit at a time. Time to park this thing for today. All right, man, we got nothing, huh?
Nothing. Let me make a call real quick to
Okay, so what a big disappointment. They got everything connected on both ends. It took 3.5 days so far, and what they say, there's no light. So when they shoot a light across the fiber, it looks like a little bitty flashlight, basically. So there's no signal. So they're hoping maybe it's just not like live out at the power line poles. So they're going back and forth, checking that. But right now it's appearing that it's dead. And my concern is with all the rocks and that if they, buried it and then 2 rocks like pinched on that line and it breaks it, well, then we got a whole new issue. That is a bummer. Unfortunate. Here's the back of the pond dam all cleaned up. Stage is pull everything out on the inside. All right, so I'm literally getting my evening sun. I like to bathe in the sun. It's called primal, I guess, but anyways, I like the sun. And truck pulls up. Good thing I got some shorts on. Anyways, it's one of the guys from today. And he's like, dude, we couldn't just leave this, with no internet. So we retraced all of our steps. And this is what he showed me. He's like, I found the culprit. So what this is when they put the riser on up by the pole, it comes out of the ground and they put it in conduit. They did some weed whacking around, the pole, because it's probably 3-foot high weeds, and he accidentally snipped. This is the fiber right here. He accidentally cut it. So he said they'll be back in 20 minutes and we should have internet tonight, like 1 gig high-speed service. Fingers crossed. Wow, what a day, what a turnaround at the end of the day. Bonus fine, tactical mistake. You just nicked the wire, but it could have been, rocks underground. There's over 5,300 feet worth of fiber. So this is a good ending if they come back and we got internet here in a few minutes. Oh, thank goodness for that. Oh, the moment of truth.
Well, not all
after finding the culprit, you got light now. That's freaking awesome. Dude, that's a win. That's like a double win.
Oh, it's a big win for us.
Well, then, now we might not have to come back, so that's...
Yeah, that's a big win all the way around.
Because, it was getting to the point where we're losing money if we come out too many days.
Yeah, I agree. Sweet. All right, so I brought a laptop with. It's an old one, but it'll tell if you got internet. We are back on track. It's like fairly late in the evening. They double checked everything and found the clip where they accidentally clipped the line, patched it up. Now we're back in business. Okay, so it's a very long story. This home, the way they did the jacks, I'll have to explain it separately. But we're gonna get the router brought up here where the old internet was. That's like 2 megabyte service. The router's gonna be up here, so at least we can get Sharon going for her job. When we move here, we'll have high speed that we need for her to be able to move. I brought an old laptop that I used to use in Kentucky for trail cams, so we might actually get this done today, kind of unbelievably.
And then the password is all lowercase.
Are you on Wi-Fi or you got a hard line?
We're just doing the Wi-Fi unless you want a hard line.
No, I might have it, but if the Wi-Fi works, the hard line should work.
Right. Oh, absolutely. So we've got Kapper outdoors. Once we connect, it should automatically connect from here on out as long as you're within range of the house. Nice. I can tell you, what is it, metal siding or?
Metal, yeah.
It's gonna be hard to get outside.
No, I'll put a booster up on the roof. That's what I do. We're living out, you know. But
that's where the guy that does that work, he should do that kind of work too, where they can help boost that signal. Yeah. Networking computer guy. Maybe I can suggest somebody to y'all to look him up.
Oh, I saw something pop up, man. You rolling? We're hot. The range is hot.
Speed test up
Speed
there.
test.
You probably got the 100 meg package, which is our lowest package, which is honestly fast.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'll get the gig probably, but can you like change that now or no?
Not. You just have to call in the office to change that. But usually, 100.
And this is a really old thing, but at least we'll know we're hot.
Right.
And okay, we're on Wi-Fi. That's correct. Cool.
Well, so what happened? We just took a reset. I'll be surprised if it runs right now.
There we go.
See, our internet just went out. Well, nothing bad. Don't be alarmed.
No.
Firmware update.
Yeah.
This just did a firmware update. It just took a reset.
Okay.
Sorry, give it a second.
That's all right.
Which is a good example. That's why I said download test error. Hold on a sec. And that's good to know your lights. If this goes anything but green, your internet ain't working. Yellow, red, not good. You're going to see it go green here in a minute, and it was all honestly just doing a firmware update.
Yeah. That's like the exact same router we got at home. But
really? Yeah. The Calyx, yeah. I mean, our router, it's a mid-grade router. It goes, they say it's good up to 2,500 foot square home. This is probably a little bigger than that.
Yeah, this is
35.
But if you include the basement, it should cover the whole home, I would think. The upper level, yeah.
But they probably want it back.
Yeah, no, I got to cancel them. All right, so there's our thing. Let me enter the password.
And this one might be better off.
Boom, we're connected, man.
Do the speedtest.net, Google speed test.
Oh, man, YouTube came up quick.
That's a good sign.
I got to show you guys something before you leave, but you want me to do what? Speed test?
Yeah, just do the speed test on there and see blue. Right
that one?
No, this.
That
one works too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're
holy cow, you're getting 250. You got the 250 package in.
250, nice. Oh yeah, that's all good.
You're not gonna have any issues with that.
This is what's sweet about the 5 here. We can not only we can download the 250, but we can push out 250.
I'm gonna show you. I mean, I told you we got our channels. Yeah, we do. Oh,
which I guess you probably know about the upload since you do a lot.
Yes, we do a lot. All right, here I don't throw no one under the bus. I just like document our adventures. So here's
you see this? Now you see this trench right here?
I gotta start over.
You see this? Now you see this trench right here? Well, it was not really a great day. Today, they trenched over 5,200 feet of high-speed fiber internet, all the way from the road, all the way to our new Missouri farm. And the signal here is dead on arrival. A lot of technical stuff going on. So the next step is they're going to bring a guy, I think they call it a TDS. They're going to shoot like an electrical signal from here and hopefully from the road and try to figure out if it was a break, because there's so many rocks here in the Ozarks. You know, that fiber optic is glass, and if there's a break in the line, they got to fix it. If it's something else, if the line is too long, I know on our Illinois project, that was 3/4 of a mile. They needed power on this end to pull that signal a mile on that fiber, so we'll see. They're going to shoot the line tomorrow and get us some answers. It's been a long few days here with this install. Wish us luck. Thanks a lot.
All right, it's been a long, well, not only a couple days, weeks. So tonight we finally just got the internet fired up, tested. It was quite the ordeal, but so I'm chilling out, getting my primal sun. Exciting stuff. Finally, we got the internet connected. It's been a process, so definitely stay tuned.